don't think I ever said this on a stream, but look, I know of Alex Jones, and I do see some clips of him on social media, but I generally don't watch his content. I don't have time. So I do need to learn about Alex Jones from the mainstream media, from the authoritative sources, and everywhere I see a picture of him, he is always angry. He is always screaming. I guess he's not a jolly person. Like, if you were to meet Alex Jones in real life, he would probably shout at you, right? This is how every single thumbnail portrays the man. Do you not have pictures of him before he graduated high school or something? Because I noticed that the press does that a lot. You have like a person that gets shot by police officers and they're looking through their pictures, and in every single picture he's throwing gang signs and he's looking angry. So they're like trying to find, right, but we need one picture where he looks presentable. Why can't they do that with Alex Jones? I just wonder, like, not a single publication can do that. You cannot find one picture of him where he is presentable. I see. Journalism is hard, but okay. The extremist news site. See, again, I need definitions. I'm not an educated person. I read the media to educate me, and if the media isn't educating me, then who will? What is extremist? Because if we're talking about people saying that we need to take away your gas stoves, that citizens need to be monitored on social media, that everything you post, literally everything you post, needs to be supervised by the government, all your financial transactions need to be monitored, you need to have less kids to save the planet, but for whom we are saving it, none of this is considered extremist. Like, this is just mainstream news. This is normal. The idea, oh, we need to stay home in order to keep grandma safe. Like, if only we can save one life, and the next day is like, to war, Ukraine, to war. You know, like, none of this is considered extremist in any way, shape, or form. It's just like the news. So I'm just curious, like, what exactly is an extremist website? I don't watch Alex Jones, so I do not know his content. Like, what exactly is he saying? Like, does he want to take away your gas car besides your gas stove? Does he want me to pay even more taxes? Like, what exactly is it that is more extreme? Because, like, the news, in my opinion, is already pretty extreme. But, like, there is something out there beyond the mainstream media, like, even more extremist than that. And I'm just curious to know what it is. Now, apparently, he's got to pay $1 billion to the parents of the victims from Sandy Hook. And when I heard this up, I thought that he was actually involved in the attack. Like he either was the shooter or he was related. No. Apparently, it's for spreading conspiracy theories. Now, I'm not saying that when you slander and you libel and you do things like this, there shouldn't be a price. I just think that $1 billion may be just a little bit too much. But again, like, I'm not the one who makes the American justice system. I don't know what they're thinking. To be fair, initially, it was reported that it was somewhere at the level of what Germany needs to pay to Poland for reparations after World War II. But I guess, like, they got the sum down a little bit. I don't know how. Maybe through legal shenanigans. Maybe he managed to file an appeal, or the initial numbers that were peddled weren't accurate. But still, right, it's $1 billion. And apparently they're going to liquidate Infowars now, and the two cases against Jones that resulted in massive awards were being brought by families. So now Jones is appealing the civil verdict, citing free speech rights and questioning whether the families proved any connection between his comments and the behavior of the people that harassed and threatened them. He has since acknowledged that the shooting did happen. Despite his imminent loss of the company, Jones has vowed to continue his talk shows through other means. And this is what enrages a lot of people on Twitter. And I don't understand why. Like, I thought this is about getting justice for the parents. This is what I was led to believe. Because again, I read the press, and in every single article they bring this up, right? It's not about the fact that Jones is saying bad stuff now. No, now they mentioned he apologized. He did say that the shooting did happen. He tried to improve himself. This was years ago. He is paying for it. But for some reason, there are people on Twitter that are absolutely livid. It's like, why does he still have a platform yet? And I'm curious, like, all right, so when should he be able to have a platform? Like 10 years from now, would it be okay? 20 years from now. What if, hypothetically speaking, Alex Jones was a vampire and he was immortal? 500 years from now, would he be allowed to have a platform? What about 1,000 years from now? Like when would you say that justice has been done? Like, okay, he caused grievance to the families. He shouldn't have done that, and now he gets legally punished due to it. He is paying for it. right? Now once the settlement is done, once he has paid for it, is it possible for him to move on, or we don't do that anymore? Because, see, this is how I thought society functions. Like, if you commit a crime, you get punished, you do the time, you pay the reparations, and then you're allowed to move on. Or is this not a principle by which we abide? I would like to know, so that when one of these people on Twitter fucks up, I need to know what morality I should apply to them. And I will apply exactly the same morality that I'm being told I should apply to Alex Jones. If you think that he should never have a platform, all right, well, when I see an influencer on the left fucking up, then I will hold them to the exact same standard. So anyway, it approved that the self-order would put Infowars intellectual property up for auction on November, and Jones' personal social media sites, including his account on the platform X, which has 2.8 million followers, will not be included. However, the trustee overseeing Jones' bankruptcy case said that Tuesday he may soon seek court permission to liquidate Jones' personal social media account and intellectual property. Very interesting. I didn't know you can actually sell accounts like that. I guess you can, right? Like, you can buy my account. Is my account for sale? Like if I go into bankruptcy, can people take away my social media account? I suppose it's possible. The thing is that I don't understand. Like, he needs to keep paying money to these victims, because I understand, like, this is still not enough, right? So if he needs to still pay money for the victims, why are you taking away his ability of generating wealth? Like, how is he supposed to pay if you're not allowing him to work? It's just a question that, you know, I still have someone to answer me on Twitter. The Sandy Hook family who won the lawsuit want Jones to lose his personal social media accounts. Their lawyers further contend that the family should get a chunk of all of Jones' future earnings to help pay out his debt. Yeah, well, this is what I'm asking the question. Like, how can he get future earnings if you don't allow the man to work? They say that the judge signing on the action order will be a significant step forward, that Alex Jones will no longer own control the company he built. It's unclear how much money he might be raised by selling Infowars, or how much money the Sandy Hook families would get. First in line for payment are the lawyers. I mean, of course, right? The financial experts, they need to take their chunk. And others who worked on the bankruptcy cases. I love the fact how, like, this is presented. Like, you're talking about the aggrieved families and, you know, look how much they suffered at the hand of this madman. But then you're saying, well, you know, like, first we need to pay the lawyers, and then we need to pay the legal experts, and then we need to pay the bankrupt. I mean, those are the important ones. It's funny because it's true. Like, in every single case, it's the same situation. It's just like, when you actually read it out loud, the way the press said it, it's, you know, funny when you look at the things for the way they are. There were people on Twitter suggesting that Elon Musk should buy his, what was it? Oh yeah, his Infowars, because now it's liquidated, right? So anyone can buy it, and Elon Musk should buy it and give it back to Alex Jones. Like, I don't think Elon Musk wants to associate himself with Alex Jones. Even though they had an interview, and it seems that they kind of buried the hatchet, because initially Elon Musk didn't want to allow Alex Jones back on Twitter due to the fact that Elon Musk has kids and he doesn't like what Alex Jones did. But then he had the change of heart. They had the conversation. Alex Jones apologized. But I don't think, like, that's enough for Elon Musk to step in and associate himself with Alex Jones. But assuming he would buy the company, I think, like, the moment he buys it, if he gives it back to him, he would have to liquidate it again. Again, the debt is colossal. Like, they settle, I think it's one of the biggest debts that I have personally seen in my life. So, the one question would be, like, what if Elon Musk doesn't allow Alex Jones to sell his Infowars account? And he would be like, nope, it's not for sale. Like, we're not letting you change the username. We're not letting you change the password. We're not letting you delete it. I'm curious, like, what would happen then? Still, I have never heard of a situation where you gotta sell your username password, which is personal, right? Because it's not the Infowars account. It's the Alex Jones account. So, okay, like, let's say he sells it, and then he makes a new one. Will they force him to sell that one too? Because again, if the debt is outstanding, the moment you keep gaining revenue, the moment you keep making wealth, they can still force you to sell it. I would need to ask a legal expert that understands American law better than I do and explain to me how it works. But anyway, right, let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.